It's working. Can't tell if I'm working. Manage broadcast. Huh? Why is there no sound? I have a microphone. What? Oh, I hear it on my phone. Why is it saying I've got nothing? It's saying I'm live, that's good. Not webcam, god no. Wait, what, am I not going live anymore? What? Ah. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think it's working now. Upgrade? What? I don't need to upgrade. Card's pretty fantastic as it is. Right. Hello. We have had a bit of an incident, haven't we? Oh no, okay, there it is. It's working now. So a recap where I've put my car on. I was going to try and do some VR stuff. I might have been playing this, to be honest. I might play a bit of this, might play a bit of Blade and Sorcery, but I had a lot of errors. First thing was the batteries, my controllers weren't charged, so I had to put them on charge and go find some other batteries lying around. I did get them working. I also got logged out of my Oculus account, so I had to fight to get back into that. I had to go through all the boring rigmarole, and to top it all off as the kind of icing on the cake of despair, my VR headset just didn't want to work. Just nothing in the screens, nothing in the lenses. All the lights were on the front and like inside the headset. All the lights were on and stuff. All the controls worked like it was linked up to the headset. All the wires were plugged in. The works just didn't want to work. Just didn't want to work. So I gave up. I might do it next week, but I'll give myself a bit more because next week I'll have a bit more time to sort of prep it and test it because I'd worked today, so I only came back. I mean, that was like 2 hours ago, but actually nearly 3 to us. It's now 9 p.m. I should have started about half an hour ago. So yeah, that's my fault. That's not the right button. I got to remember all my buttons now. That's the thing, but I don't really need that. Okay, so we're gonna play some Euro Truck because I need something calming to soothe myself. There's another game I thought of playing, but that's technically a spoiler for tomorrow's video. And also, my throat's a bit hoarse, so as well, I have to. So I don't know why I'm doing this stream. I don't even know why I'm streaming. Maybe I should not streamed at all. But I said we're doing it, so I'm doing it anyway. So yeah, I was probably going to play this after playing a bit of Blade and Sorcery. I also fancy playing maybe a bit of I got a thing called Project Wingman. It's like sort of a flight thing. I might give that. I was thinking of giving that a play. Now I remember actually doing a mission on this, but for some reason it sort of stopped. Is it Freight Market? Use your own truck. I think that's the one I want. Yeah. So if you don't know what Euro Truck is, it's a game where you truck. So yeah, I want something from Cardiff. Cardiff, I think that's where my base operations are. When I started the game, I made one in Brighton, in Cardiff. So I can go to the Netherlands. I can go to Lille. I can go to Newcastle. Go to Dover, or I can go to London. Let's go to Newcastle, and then I can take something from there into thing. Maybe I will actually. Have I got mine set up to go in Europe? I think I'm in right-hand drive, aren't I? Left-hand drive rather, because I was in London in thing. I really actually hang on. Can I reset that load thing? Hang on, I'm gonna be a bit cheeky here. Can I go back to that load? This one. And give me the broken save. Yes! Okay, we're gonna go start. We're not gonna start there. We're gonna start in Calais, and we're gonna be a bit cheeky, and we're gonna spawn. Okay, so now we should be in Calais. I haven't got any of the DLC either, so we're seeing the most boring bits of a Euro Truck. I think I've got some mods installed. I think it's on to making the traffic denser, and also adds like real life companies. Like I think I've got like UPS and stuff go by, and like DHL rather than like the kind of more royalty free ones. So yeah. Just to make it look a bit more real. Okay, so there. Now I'm on the right side of the road. That's not the freight market button. I want the freight market. I've got a bit of a cough. Why am I here? Right, Calais. Where can we go? We can go to Hamburg. I think that's one I was taking, something like that. See, look, Shell. You wouldn't get Shell in the base game. Is that the best money I think that's the best money one, isn't it? So I think we'll do that. So that's Calais to Hamburg. Expected by the Wednesday. Essentially, I got to be there by Wednesday. Okay. What's the date today? I don't know. It's 12 hours. It's 12 in-game hours. I think 1 hour. Isn't it like 10 minutes or something? Or was it like? It was. I can't remember. I can't remember what the thing is. But yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take some boric acid from Calais to Hamburg. Actually, I should put myself in the stream Discord so people can jump in and shout at me like they did last time. Because that was fun. I loved getting jump scared. Because that's what I need when I'm driving a very heavy truck. Okay, so it should be... Actually, no, I'll get the thing because I've got it. Ahaha. Ahaha. Right, where actually is it? Where am I actually going? And the game crashes. No, okay. Oh, there's the shell building. Oh, yeah, I forgot it tells you, doesn't it? I can't remember what the buttons are. So that's forward. There are indicators. Up is camera. That's the lights. I thought I had a... okay, right stick's engine. That's good to know. I thought I had a flash button. I think A is cruise control. What's... Oh, B's parking brake. Right? Well, it should be. What's parking brake? I don't have a parking brake. That's useful. I have still got space. Okay, I have still got a keyboard, but I like playing with the controller. Okay, so that's wipers. What's down? Oh, down's the map. Right. Okay, turn the wipers off. Right, let's go. I've played quite a lot of this actually. How many hours have I got in this game? Actually, I wonder. I currently have 65 hours. So yeah. Maybe when Adam's PC's working, might see if we can get the multiplayer working. The Truckers MP. Is that a Peugeot? Boo, Peugeot! Wait, we're in France, aren't we? Yay, Peugeot! No. I don't know, that's Peugeots. Have you ever seen... Has anything ever good come out of a Peugeot? Has Peugeot ever been in a Bond movie? They had a Citroen. In one of the first ones, they had a Citroen 2CV. But I don't think there's ever been a Peugeot in a Bond movie. I don't think. I'm going to indicate. I probably should have indicated when I came out of that. Yeah, I'm probably going to get shouted at. I'm not the best at this game. This is I'm just proving I don't have a license in real life. I don't. I know this doesn't help that I'm in France. Was that Tesla that went past? Right. But I know French. So this is my actually I'll show you my car. This is my man. That's what it is. It's my man truck and bus, as I believe the thing is called. It's dark blue with Shelby stripes, so it goes faster. Has a top speed of I don't know. I think it's locked at 56. It's electronically limited. It's those limited ones. That's when you know it's like hardcore. It's limited to 56 miles an hour. Yeah. I'm getting quite a lot of modifications and stuff. Like, it's not your average man. This is a tuned man, I guess you could say. Right, we are at the depot. So we go pick up our freight, which is what's some other ones here? So that's like dirt cheap. Or I could take a caravan to Grimsby. I do not want to take a caravan to Grimsby. I want to go to Hamburg. I want to go from Calais to Germany, to Deutschland, as they say, I believe. Yeah. Also, I have a very Rocket League themed interior of the same 3 cars and ball. Yeah. Actually, what car do I use in Rocket League? I have like a hot rod thing. It's like and it's like a bit sort of. It has a sort of rusty effect to it, and it has like a lightning bolt through it. Sort of a bit like Grease Lightning sort of thing. Actually, I think last time I was. Actually, you can't really hear me with the beeping. Actually, I have no idea if I'm actually even sounding in the stream. Park up. There's the caravan. Actually, I'm going to quickly check I can actually hear myself. Okay, that sounds lovely. Right, okay. Right, off we go to... Whoa! I should have redone the thing. It started veering randomly. Right, so we're off to Hamburg. Off we go. Oh, I don't have a drink with me. I got to stop at some point. I got to park in a rest stop to go downstairs and get myself a drink because I didn't think it was a Peugeot. Ooh. I'm still thinking it has to be a Peugeot in a Bond movie because normally he drives Astons. He's had Astons and he's had like 2 BMWs, and that's sort of all I can remember. I don't think there's ever been a Peugeot in a Bond movie. Yeah, if you wonder why the speed limits are quite arbitrary numbers, it's because it's Europe, so they use kilometers an hour. Ooh, I really should have been checking there. I nearly clobbered that brown estate car. And I'm not meant to be going this way! Is there anyone behind me that will mind if I do a quick bit of reversing? Okay, excuse me, people in the unmarked Renault. I'm gonna crash into you with my shell lorry. Okay, turn the wheel so it's that way, and then go. Thank you, kind people. What's the hazard button? You have mail. Now's not the time for my mail. What's the hazards button? How do I flash my hazards? It's not right stick. That just shuts the engine off. I think it's that. That's horn. What's my hazards? I wanna flash my hazard lights up. That's what you do. That was F. F is my hazards. There, that's what you do. Right. I haven't got much petrol. Have I got? Am I in debt? I know I took a loan out in this game. I can't remember if I paid the loan off. I think I did. I hope I did. Alright, so it's 50 on there. Actually, that says 110. In the country kilometer an hour, like 60. Isn't that 60 miles an hour? Wait, what's my... Okay, X is my cruise control button. Okay, so you haven't got to hear my squeaky triggers. Actually, if I use plus and minus... Nope, that's a camera mode. Obviously, that button's been rebound. Okay, is it something else? That's indicators. That shut the engine off. Okay. Okay, I think... Oh, I nearly got pulled over the coppers. Okay, the keyboard controls have been rebound. Sometimes in this game, they like to just randomly rebind your controls. So I just tried to hit something, and I tried to find there's a button you can have that like ups the cruise control speed by like a mile an hour, so you can set it to something specific. And what I did there is I tried to press the button, and I think it just didn't do anything. So I have to. That's fine. So this is sort of the game, really. It's like Desert Bus, but fun. It's Desert Bus, but there's things to look out the window. Actually, no, I'd have music on, to be honest. So actually, it's more boring than if I was playing this without being recorded. Well, there's someone watching. That's me. Oh, I'm looking at my phone and driving. That's not safe. I gotta put my wipers on max. Actually, I should have my lights on because the game shouts if you don't have your wipers on. Actually, 50 is the top speed of my car, isn't it? That is the top speed of this lorry. So, ooh, that's grazing the barrier there. Okay, now I'm going over the speed limit. Let's set to about. I like to go like 1 or 2 under. Let's go 48 when I take over. Okay, 48. All right. Oh. Gently back up. Cock! Lorry driving's difficult. And I'm coughing again. Oh god damn it. I probably should have just stopped. I've got that dog leg perspective. Sorry, sir. Oh, he's okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm not good. If he indicates, I swear to Christ, because I am in his lane. Because I think I need to be in that. I need to be on that lane. Okay, am I free of him? I'm free of him. Okay. So I'll merge into this lane, and already start to slow down. I only want to have my phone open to see if anyone was writing comments. There we go. Because I keep forgetting to check comments because I don't have like another screen or anything, so I have to use just my phone. I used my laptop for like once, but I can't remember where I put my laptop. Where is it? It's probably where actually is my laptop? That was on the side. Where the hell is it? It's on my bag. Oh, it's somewhere. Alright, what's this Joker doing with this fuel tanker? What's he even carrying it? What is that? Is that ice cream? It's not ice cream. I'm cold. I'm in my pajamas. I stream in my pajamas. I was gonna have my dressing gown, but I thought, oh no, I don't need my dressing gown because we're running around in VR, getting all hot and sweaty. And now I kind of forgot to tell my brain I'm not doing VR anymore, so I haven't put my dressing gown back on. So fun. Yay. Yay for me. I'm gonna get... Well, when I quickly pause at a service station to go refuel and get myself a drink, I'll put my dressing gown on there. So I will quickly dart away for a second. Right, let's set it to 50. Okay, nice steady miles an hour. Camper van. So we can look at the sights, explore France. So it's Tuesday, so we've still got like we have about 24, we've got about what, 27 hours? We got oh no, it's a day in like 3 hours, isn't it? Because it was 11:55. So yeah. No one's watching. I think no one cares. No one cares that I'm here. That's fine. I'm happy. Maybe if no one turns up I might end this early. Whoa, that was a ballsy move by me. But yeah, we're trekking in very French weather. Well, I'm in the north of France, aren't I? I'm in the north, aren't I? Yeah. If I was in Dijon, this would be a lot nicer, or Geneva. Actually, I kind of want to go down there. I think I've been to Italy. I've sort of... Well, the yellow marks where you've travelled. So I've gone a lot in England, as you can see, in Scotland, and there's no Ireland. I think Ireland's DLC. What else is DLC? What other place is DLC? I think that's all. I know. I think black is unavailable. I think, and green is DLC. I think. So all of Italy's DLC. Iberia, the Iberian Peninsula, that's all DLC. The rest of France. So all the roads I go, so I can go to Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome. I can't do Rome. I can't do the song. Who sung that? Beautiful South, right? Who's from the one with the sheep? And then Zapier again. House Mind. That's it. I'm not going through my dad's bloody record collection. Who does have records? He bought a vinyl thing. Well, this was years ago. Like when vinyl made like a sort of comeback. Is it sort of? I think it's died down again now. I swear I heard somewhere. I don't know if I've talked about it before that vinyl, like not vinyl, cassettes are coming back, which is weird. Hi officers. Oh, he is not slowing. He is not going very slow. Going fast. What's his top speed? Top speed 80! We'll go 80! This is not 80, this is like 40. Oh no, he's moving away from me again, right? Was he going slow because of the policeman? Because of the gendarme. The Rozzers. Yeah, I think it was slowing down because of the policeman. Hello, are we happy? Happy chappy. Super Cresta. I've got like phlegm in my throat. I didn't cough properly. I sort of paused cough. I paused mid cough and now. There we go. Oh, that freed it. Ugh. Better now, right? Whoa! I'm drifting in lanes. When's the next service station? I was like, yeah. I think it was a very short-term thing, but at some point, I'm pretty sure cassettes. I heard that cassettes are coming back, because I remember when vinyl started making a comeback, and that was when my dad decided to buy a new record player. I mean, I don't think it was one of those fancy ones that like you could turn it into like another form of media. I think it was like ones when you could convert the record into like an MP4 file, like an MP3 file, and you could have it on your computer. But I don't know if he did that. I don't know if that one did it. I don't know if it was just a record player. I don't think he actually bought any new vinyls. He just had all the ones he'd collected over the years. And yeah, he has my dad has a massive CD collection. We have like these 4 or 5 like massive cabinets that are all filled with CDs. So these really cheap old IKEA bookcases filled with CDs, and like they're like double stacked, and I think there's like they're like 2 deep. So it's like 4 like rows like back to back stacked on top of each other, in a shelf. And there are some weird ones, if you sort of like flip through. Like, one of them I found is the soundtrack to the first Matrix movie, apparently is in there at some point. And that's probably one of the youngest CDs he has. So it shows that they're quite old things. Like, I think, yeah. But yeah, he has all these records, and there's a few funny. I think the two I've stuck out to me, he has an aha one. I'm in the wrong way. Move in the hard shoulder. I need to actually thank. Okay, the guy behind me again. You just stop. Thank you. Nope. Hazards. That's the one. Sorry, the panic made me forget to talk. Yeah, he bought the thing and he did stuff. Why did I think this would be a good idea? I should just sing to myself, really. That's what I do. Singing. Hot air balloon. Should they really be out in these sort of conditions? Yeah, because living in like kind of modern day Bristol and going to the Bristol Balloon Fiesta, I know what I know a lot about the conditions that balloons can't be in. So like there's quite a big sort of balloon sort of thing where I live, because somewhere near where I live, or not near, it's quite far away, but there's a big sort of balloon making sort of company that's still, I think they're still around today, and they make balloons. Oh, there's a rest stop. I was gonna oh, never mind. I'll wait for the next one. And there's a big balloon fiesta. There's a big open field, and they have balloons, and it goes on sort of. It's like kind of one day in like August, I think. And we used to go. I used to go with my parents when I was young, and we'd go like really early in the morning, like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, on like a Sunday, which was like unheard of. And that's what I associate. If I ever get up really early in the morning to go somewhere, I will associate it with balloons, because the only other time I get up really early was to go see the balloons. Yeah, and it was nice. It was nice. They do like a night thing, and you like, because of course, you know, you get to see all the flames and stuff come out. It's like they call it like the night glow or something. And I'd never seen that. I'd like to. It sounds really interesting. There's another rest stop. I didn't even see it. Okay, let's have a look. When is the next rest stop on this trip? There is one. So we go through Liège, and then we go into Germany because that's Cologne. There is one that's off the road. I'm on the trip. So there's one. So the next one is pretty much just before we finish this trip into Hamburg. So it's sort of there. How far away is that? Next checkpoint is 358 miles. Have I got 358? Alright, one of these is my stats. So I've got damage to the lorry. When did I get damage on the lorry? I burst into someone, didn't I? No chance. But I swear there's one that tells me... Not that one. Is it that one? I swear I got one that tells me like my range. That's the... On the front's the distance of how far I've travelled. Where's my range? I swear that's the thing. View services and adjustments. That's the stats of the journey. F8 is my damage. What's the... I swear it's the button that tells me my range. Like how far I've got until like my engine conks out. Or I run out of how much range I've got left on my truck. But I can't seem to find it. It's not on the it's not on the dashboard. That's the temperature of the engine. That's the time. That's the speed, my cruise control, and what gear I'm in. And the mileometer. It just says I've got like a quarter of a tank, but I don't know how long that will last me. Will it last me 300 miles? I can't remember what the button is to find that out. I've still got my indicator going. No. Is it this? Full trip info? I think that's. I think that's. Oh, that's to do with the counter. Maybe in this I can click more stuff. Cancel current job. That does something else. Short messages, chat. Is it on this? Can I click one of these? That's my mail. I don't want to read my mail. Used trucks for sale. Ooh, used trucks. I swear there was a button to show my range, but I can't remember what it is. So we're just gonna keep. Actually, hang on. When was the next like turn off range for one? Oh no, there's one after Liège, you idiot. Just as soon as you go into the German border. Okay, as soon as I go into the border, so I'm gonna cross into Germany. And that's when I will get some fuel. Alright, just as we pop into Germany. Okay, that's what we'll do. That is what we're going to do. Alright, you're on the plan, Mr. Mini person. Mr. Mini. As in, he was in a mini. Oh, never mind. Got another cough coming up. Oh, the pain. Okay. Why did I think this was a good idea? Like, I had all the signs of the fact that I'm ill. Well, not ill. I just have a cold. Like, I feel completely fine. I just have a cough. I've got a very phlegmy, throaty cough. That's it. My throat isn't sore. I don't feel like achy or tired. I just have a cough. And now I'm going up the speed limit, and there's roadblocks. God damn it! Let's see if anything will work. Is there any like all good motorways? Is there actually someone working on the? Oh, there's a person. He's just stood there though. There's some actual construction happening. I think I'm on the equivalent of a hard shoulder. This is someone stood next to a digger going, "Hello, I'm working." Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are. Yeah. I know a lot of stuff about motorways and cars because I watch a lot of Top Gear. I mean, I think actually while I was setting this up, I had a Top Gear compilation on. Dude, I'm really quite boring. Yeah, what is my favourite Top Gear thing? I need. Oh god. Okay. Is anyone gonna slow down? Let me turn in. No. No, you're not. Okay, let's go after the coach. The coach is... Oh, there's people on the coach! After this lorry. Whoa! We didn't see him. You didn't see him. You just sort of... I swear I did not see him. Can I see him on the... Hold on, I'm going to see him on the replay. So there's the coach. I'm watching on the replay on my phone right now. Well, there's someone watching. Hi, viewer. Okay, okay, there's a lorry, and there's just suddenly a car. It just sort of turns up, he was not there. He was not there behind me, just magically a car just turned up. That was weird. Unless I'm just an idiot, and I missed it twice. Who knows? Who the hell even knows anymore? I don't. Actually, what is plus now? Oh, plus is camera, that's what it is. What's minus? I don't know. Fine. Stop pressing random buttons on your keyboard and focus on the road. Okay, let's take 50. Ease my throat. Oh, I have sweet. Okay, I have sweet. Jesus Christ! How much damage are now? 3%. Is when it hits like 5 or so. That's when your engine starts cutting out. I think 3 is alright. Okay, let's wait until I'm on a straight and then reach over for a sweet. There's a travel sweet. I was gonna get like a lemon sherbet, and I just like rammed into a barrier. I'm thinking about that happening on the thing now. I want to look at the replay. Is it still raining? It's still raining. But we're fine. We're fine. We're all right. We're cool. We're trucking. We're cruising. Oh, sunflowers. Oh, sunflowers are pretty. Ooh, what's this? It's like an airport. That's definitely an airport. Big yellow plane. Got the control tower. There's a comic book up there. It's a quite naff full reference, I guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna get my full working. Actually, to be honest, I haven't checked for a while, but there's a few more things I can check on a test, but I've got like a week off of like nothing. I've got no work or uni, so yay! I can do some proper like testing and stuff, and maybe do some more filming of like videos, because I haven't really got any backlog of videos. Like I haven't got any more Minecrafts, like no more Incrafty Series 2. I haven't done a Planet Zoo for a while. I haven't done a Satisfactory. I might do a Satisfactory. I don't know if I want to do it on my own and like leave Adam out of it. And he comes back and he's like, "Why have you made this?" I'm tempted to try and go on when he isn't on and try and remake everything I've done, like redo all the crap he made in episode 2.5, and sort of remake it, like, but so it's all neat, so it all works the same, but it's just neat and tidy. That's what I'm tempted to try and do, but he probably won't like that. It's annoying because he can be relatively neat, because I've seen him play Factorio, because that's the only thing his laptop can run, because his computer's broken. Which I bring up a lot because it's funny. Because his computer is massively, like... I think the only computer that probably isn't as powerful as Adam's computer is probably, like, Skynet, or what they use in, like, space programs to launch rockets. Not like Apollo 11, because that's like the thing is like your phone has more computing power than the computer that sent NASA Apollo 11 to the moon. Not like that, like a modern, like high tech one, like I don't know, the thing that Elon Musk's used to send a spaceship up 20 feet and explodes. Adam gets quite angry at me, like, because he's like, you're the worst nerd because you don't get excited by real space stuff, and he's right. Is because it's just I don't know what it is. Maybe I should be. I don't know. Maybe I should be. But I think I said to him once, sort of jokingly, saying like it's because there's no people in it. There's no risk. So now he thinks I want people to die, which I don't. But it's funny. Right, we're gonna pull in here. There's no one next to me, so we're gonna pull in. Actually, where's the petrol station? Oh, the petrol station. Oh, this is just a parking spot. I want the next one because I want the petrol. I want some petroleum. There's no one. Don't clip me. Thank you. Coach. IKEA. I'll hit the next turn. And the viewer's gone. Goodbye, viewer. Like I say goodbye after he's left, because then they don't hear. I can't remember what something I had for the rain. I think I set it on like 30% or so. But it still feels like it rains more than that. I don't know, I think it's just me. Right, I'm gonna quickly pull up in here, and I'm gonna pause so I don't lose time, and then I'll fuel up. Actually, I'll fuel first because I'll forget annoyingly. Once I come back, I'll forget. Right, do I have to turn the engine off? No, I don't. Right. Actually, no, I think that thing is my distance. Can I really go 7,000 miles? So I can go 7,000 miles on a quarter of fuel. Let's see if it goes up. Oh, I've got to stop the engine. Okay, so alright, well, what was it before? 7703. Alright, what's it? 180 a litre. I don't know how many litres my tank's got, to be honest, so... I'll pay a grand of fuel, I think. We'll go 800. 800 should be enough. Oh, cock! I see why it's difficult now. It sort of ticks up. I'll fill up to cock. Okay, that'll do. So what's it now? 7703. Okay, so that isn't the distance. Unless because I'm not moving. Okay, well I've got enough. I've got 500 liters in the tank. That'll go. That'll be. Actually no, I want to stop. I'm gonna go get myself a drink. And is the rain still going? The rain's still going. I'm gonna get myself a drink and some other stuff. So back in about a minute. Right, I'm back. Put my dressing gown on. I'm going to have a... Before I get set off, I'm going to have a sherbet lemon. as I can, really. Delicious. Right. Okay, I've got myself a drink now. I'm warm. Let's go. Is the rain still going? It's still raining. I'm going to sound a bit funny now because I've got sweet in my mouth, but... If we have a car accident, I'm going to swallow it and choke to death. Live on camera. With one person watching. What an honour it would be to die in such a large and wondrous audience. With me and this other person. Whoa, you're going quick. I really should. Why did I put a boiled sweet in my mouth while I'm streaming? This is stupid. Whose idea was this? Whose daft idea was this to put this in my mouth? Right. Things that should not be said on the internet. So we're now in Germany. You can tell because it's also a little bit more sad. And there's a speed limit on the motorways because, of course, there is in Germany. The autobahn doesn't seem to exist in Euro Truck Simulator. Actually, does it still exist in Germany? Because I know there was at some point there was like all the parties. I mean, I know this from Top Gear. There was a point where both the big political parties, sort of, I guess, the Tories and Labour, I guess, of Germany. I don't know if they have the same sort of things, but like the two main big parties that sort of everyone sort of vote for. I think we're both planning to put speed limits on the autobahn. We don't know what to. Maybe the same as what you get in England, so like 70 odd miles an hour. Apparently once that was actually apparently it was actually higher than that, but they put it down because of apparently roadworks, and then they just never put it back up. Like at some point it was like 80 or something, 80 or 90, and then they put it down to 70. Which also did something to do with, they did a land speed record with a car. Well, no, I can't remember if it was with a Mustang. They did like a speed thing. They did a speed test with a car, and it reached a ridiculous amount of speed. And everyone went, oh no! And they put down to 70 miles an hour. Maybe they had 70 miles an hour for the roadworks, and they kept it because they did that record. But imagine like shutting down a massive chunk of the motorway just to do a land speed record test. But this was like, I think it was before like Ford beat Ferrari in Le Mans, which was like the 60s. So this is like the 50s or so, 50s or maybe even like late 40s. So like when no one had no mirrors and out of cars as they do now. So yeah, I do like cars and like stuff like this because I like driving games. I'm a Forza Horizon boy. And Adam will hate me for that because he likes Project Cars, which is fine. I play Project Cars too. I just like Forza because it's a bit more fun. I like the open world and so. And then there's also the crew. But my thing with the crew is it's good, but the crew does a lot of things quite well because there's the cars, you've got the motorbikes, you've got hovercraft, you've got boats, you've got like little speedboats, big sort of power boats, you've got airplanes, there's a helicopter. I'm pretty sure there's hovercraft. There's all these different things and all these amazing different things. That's really really good. But they all just sort of them just well. But with Forza Horizon specifically, the ones I really played, Forza Horizon 4 and 5, the ones like 4 is what I started with and I got 5. I love them to death, they're brilliant. But they just focus on just driving, and the driving is superb. It's probably one of the best driving experiences I have. The other ones are probably up there. I probably say GTA is pretty good for driving, and also Drive San Francisco. They're like my top 3 favourite games for just driving. Is Drive San Francisco, GTA 5, and Forza Horizon. There's so much. Excuse me. There's so much more detail in how you can modify the car in Forza as well. Pretty much every sort of main car, like main sort of sports car, hatchback, saloon, whatever. You can look at the engine and go, okay, I want to change. I want to modify the pistons. I want to modify the flywheel. I want to modify the turbo if it's got one, and do all these little things to modify it and make it a little bit better, a little bit more powerful, and they all have their own little unique ways of changing how the car weighs, how the power goes, and all sort of stuff. And you have all these, and it has lots of little interesting little graphs, and have all these little numbers for things like braking distance and 0 to 60 times, 0 to 100 times, and all that sort of stuff. Miles per hour, of course. And that person's left because I've been wittering about cars. And even a great thing with Forza Horizon 5, I remember reading about, I remember seeing a little video talking about this, that when you modify the exhaust on a car, there's a button you have to rev the engine, so you can actually hear how the car sounds when you modify the engine or when you modify the exhaust. You get to choose, so you get to a sort of a choice of how you want the car to sound when you're fixing it, when you're like upgrading it and like tinkering with it, which I think is a brilliant feature. And I think they also added launch control. I think it's a setting you can have on and off. If the car has launch control like fitted, it will use it. So it's good for when you do drag races and stuff. Because all launch control does, what's it do? I've suddenly got a load more viewers because I'm talking about more cars. Launch control works. It's how does it work? Oh my god, there's been an accident. Oh, it just sort of stopped. Wait, what happened? Has he been pulled over by the coppers? Oh, crikey, it's the Rozzers. Do they generally pull him over? Wait, have they like blocked off this whole bit of road? Because there's no one moving. I'm just going to gently crawl past the German... I don't want to get caught by the German police. Of all people. Right, that was weird. It's the whole road. This is empty. Well, that's the wrong way. But yeah, launcher has it just has a computer that just does the first gear and stuff for you. So you put your foot down and you get like a perfect go. Wow, 4 viewers or 3 because I'm technically one of them. Because I have my alt checking in to make sure it's all working, but it should be working. So yeah, everyone's all going. I should probably be on that outside lane. I'm not quite sure with like lane etiquette and like moving and stuff, like undertaking overtake. I'm not really sure how that all works, but as long as I'm not getting fined, I must be doing something good. I didn't indicate not every turn I take, even if you have to. I just indicate, just have to sort of have it. Also, the one time I don't will be the one time I get caught by a camera or by the police, and I get fined and I go and I lose all my money. Because I'm not very good, because I've been playing for like, what, 60 hours, I've only got about 63,000 euros. Because they keep crashing, really. Well, he was going quite quick by accident. Ooh, big thing. Oh, there's people out there that are standing. Oh, massive accident, someone's hit a Volvo. The Swedes will be displeased. Swedes? No. No, now's not time for stand-up comedy. Now's not time for puns. What car's that? It's a Mazda. I'm good at recognising cars, like, from the shape. I think from a very young age I was good with, like, the symbols of cars. I'm quite good with symbols. Like, give me, like, a logo quiz, I'll ace it, mate. I'm good with that. But yeah, that's a Lambo. Is that a Huracan? I don't really like the Huracan. I like the Aventador, that's my favourite Lamborghini. I know there's a new crew coming out. It's called Motorfest, I think, which I think is their sort of version of Forza Horizon. You know, big, bright, shiny thing. That's I think it's a Merc. What's this grey one? It's like bland, it's like a Kia or a Skoda or something. Yeah, there's a new crew coming out. I'm going to turn my wipers off now. Which looks interesting, I guess. Ooh, thing. What's this? It's like a bug. It's like a space bug. What the hell is that? It's like a helicopter. So something heard me. What the hell? Oh, it's like a helipad. Why is it like a wonky angle? They have like things like that. Like if we go like in, I don't know if it's got like landmarks like that, like on the motorways. I don't know if you go along the M4 in England, you eventually see like the Angel of the North. If you go far enough. I don't know. I have been up north a few times, so I don't think I've seen it. Do you get like Stonehenge? They should do it. They should have like just simple. That's something to look out for. Like I've got like a Minecraft map of like it's like 1 to whatever scale of Earth, and even that's got Stonehenge. It's got Stonehenge. It's got the pyramids in Egypt and some other stuff. I remember. I can't remember if I had Giant's Causeway, and they've all gone. So I got like a clump of people, and they all sort of disappear. But I've had those sort of concurrent viewers apart from me. I was talking about Crew Motorfest. Yeah, it looks cool. I know there's a new Lambo in it. It's sort of like the sort of poster boy for the game. So the one that's right in the middle, Like, what was it for Forza Horizon 5? It was a Merc. It was like a. I think it was called the AMG 1. It's like an electric supercar, I think. And then for for 4, I think because it was set in Britain, it was a Senna. It was a McLaren Senna and like a old Land Rover Defender, which I've got a Lego Land Rover Defender. I do a video looking at my massive Lego cars because I've got 5 of them. I got an Aston Martin DB5. I've got a 1967 Ford Mustang, the yellow Fiat 500 because they did a blue one I believe as well, and I've got the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and a Land Rover Defender. I haven't really got any space for anymore. I know there's there's a few I've missed. They did a Vespa, which I sort of fancied because it looked quite cute. I think they also did a excuse me. They did loads before. The first one I got was the Aston. They did loads with the Aston. They did like I want to say they did a Ferrari, but I don't know if that was a Technic one. So they did like Technic. They do like Technic ones. I think the Technic ones tend to be more sort of modern cars. So that might be the one I'm thinking. Normally the Lego Creator ones are a bit because yeah, those are the Creator Expert ones, not the Technic ones. I prefer the Creator Expert ones because they're built with proper Lego. I'm not a big fan of Technic. But yeah, they did they did a Mini Cooper, they did a Volkswagen Beetle. They've done 2 VW camper vans, I believe. I think the only one they've stopped doing that I would like with the Mini Cooper. I think I would like the Mini Cooper. It was like British racing green, like a dark green. Yeah, I think the Defender's actually made that sort of tan green. It's quite a rare brick. Which probably, because of that, it's probably that value of that brick's probably gone down quite a lot. Because there was a point in time where that, I think it was called like tan green or something, where it was only on like a few sets, and it was like a really expensive brick. Because I think it was on at some point. I think they had a Statue of Liberty Lego set, and someone said hi. Oh, I've crashed into a vehicle. That's what happens when you look at your phone. Why? I'm literally texting and driving. Someone written their name in cursive apparently. Who said hi. I don't know why. I swear that came up when I had no viewers, so I don't know how that works. What's his name? Mohammed Javad Zahiri. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. I like it's one like sort of cursive, sort of fancy writings, like elvish penmanship. It's lovely. Because one thing I've always got when I join Adam and Kieran doing a stream playing like Space Ninja thing, we always get a bot, and I've never got a bot on. Not saying this guy's a bot. I'm not saying I'm not bringing this up because I'm just saying because it's brought up a comment. I just didn't know there was someone else in the thing when they sent it because they didn't have a timer. It didn't say when it was sent, which is annoying. And of course, there is always a delay between me seeing it and of course the person posting it. But yeah. You know what? I know what I'll do. I'm gonna have it sort of at the book. I've put my phone. Loan installment. Okay, I am still paying loans. Oh, I keep veering. Okay, what I've done. How are you? Okay, he's talking, but there's no one in the message because I've only got one view as far as I can tell, which I thought was me. So yes, then there's I'm fine, Mohammed. How are you? Because I forgot to say how are you back to someone else in the last stream. I'm not very good at this. The last guy said hi, and I didn't say it back to him, and I was like, "That's a bit rude, man." I was like, "Yeah, that's rude. We shouldn't lose our manners on the internet. I think that's why we should keep our manners. It's gonna start normal. It's gonna get cursed. I can feel it. I don't know why. I have a feeling it's gonna suddenly curse because we had this with a stream that Adam and Kieran were doing. And they had someone started quite nice, and they started going down a very dark path. And it was quite weird. So hopefully this will be not that. I'm fine, thanks. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, Mohammed. I don't know why you're not coming up as a viewer, because I've only got one viewer, and I'm pretty sure that's me. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. Also, my phone might run out of battery. So this is good. This is nice. I'm having a conversation on the internet. Look at me go. What a legend I am. I don't even know how long I've been going on for. I guess it's nearly an hour. I guess we started at about 5:02, I think. So that's my ETA, isn't it? Not my time. But yeah, my ETA is like a day before I'm needed to get there. Do you get more money if you turn up early? I can't remember if you do. But nice to know you're feeling good, Mohammed. Glad you're here. Oh, now it's saying there's 2 people. Maybe that's you now. I don't know. It's took a very long time to update. But yeah, I've talked with someone. That's my daily amount of social interaction. I'm off, guys, now. Oh, so that's right out mouth chirped in. Maybe he's getting his computer fixed. Huh? If I keep shouting stuff, maybe I'll summon him. Talk about how great Star Trek Discovery is or something. I might summon him. Who knows? Actually, no, we're in Germany. I can talk about this. I found on online. I got an ad for it, and I thought that's really cool. Because for a while I forgot why I actually found it. I realized I got an ad for it again on YouTube. I was like, oh, that's why I got it through an ad. But there's a German sort of knockoff Lego company who make surprisingly very, very cheap Lego sets of stuff. And they have sort of a license thing because they have all the proper names for Star Trek ships. And you can buy sort of big models of like all the different enterprises and all that sort of stuff, and Borg cubes and whatnot. And then you can do a lot of them you can do like smaller scale ones, like smaller models if you haven't got a lot of space. And they're surprisingly cheap for the amount of pieces they are. And they do lots of cars and stuff. I actually looked at some of them, and I looked at like the kind of the price, the piece count, and the sort of dimensions they were. I compared them to like actual Lego cars, and they're staggeringly cheap. Like say the Fiat I got, that Fiat 500, when that came out, it was about £80. You can't get it anymore; it's retired, sadly. But it was about 85 quid. And a similar, not an exact fit, but a similar size car on this website was about €40 or so, which is like, even if you convert it, it's about the same amount. That's about, I don't know, just below, or just above £40. Which is still like, brilliantly cheap. I'm here. I've made it. Oh. Camera. Oh no, I want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of the marker. There we go. Has that fixed it? Still. Why are you still there? I want to get rid of... I'm going to drive through anyway, sort of. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, this is, the Star Trek stuff. And the way, because you can also get, like, weapons, like built. You can buy like brick built like phasers and stuff, which is weird because you never really get like weapons with Lego. And the nearest thing you can get is they've made lightsaber hilts. Was like what else? I would love to see that as like a proper series for that. I know they're doing a series. Well, I hope they start doing, because they've done like 3. I hope they keep doing more of like little model like Star Wars ships. They can get like the Invisible Hand or whatever it's called for about 40 quid, and I would like that. I hope they do a Republic Venator, because I mean I'd love the big one, but it's like 4 foot long and it's like 600 quid. I don't have that space or money to. Well, I do, but not to spend on that. So I could buy it, but I wouldn't be able to eat for like a week or a month. But no, I'd love it if I could. I think it's beautiful. I do love a good Actually, hang on. What's going on here? Can I see from this view? Can I actually see what's? Oh, is it roadwork traffic lights? Oh god, we're gonna be here a year. Wait, have they shut the road down? Have they shut? I think they might have shut the road down. I actually can't read it. Hang on, I'm gonna sneak onto the hard shoulder. An arrow saying like go. It's not like a U-turn symbol. Is it closed? I've only got to go there. You know what? Do 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 doesn't care. There's no speed limit. I can go as fast as I want. Speed! Yeah, breaking the law. I didn't get fined. Bye, officers. I'd take. Don't do that in real life. If you see a roadblock thing, like, you know, do what the person there says. Don't sneak past on the hard shoulder, humming the Pink Panther theme to yourself. But you will be arrested. Possibly. You will be punished. Just don't do it. Don't do what I'm doing here as real. And now I have an entire empty motorway all to myself. Well, until... Is there another block? Is that what this is? Oh, sweet Zeus. Above. What is this? Oh, was it it was an accident. Just drift. Oh god, did it like explode or something? The hell's it carrying? Daft. You damn right you was a bit daft. Daft. Oh no. Wait, is he going off? Is that him? No, it's a coach. With the same amount of people as last time. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Or maybe it's the same coach. Alright, being a biting action on his board, sweet. I'm screwing my teeth so much already. Right, let's maybe have that hygienist in a few weeks. Anyway, let's go through my I'm just going through my calendar. No, but yeah, I think back to the Lego thing. I think the Star Trek stuff's the only stuff they have like a license for, or something, because everything else hasn't got the proper name. Like they do a lot of other cars, but none of them have like the name of the car or like the logo or the brand of the car. Like they do. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a Lancia. I'm not exactly what specific Lancia it is, but they just call it yellow Italian classic rally car or something like that. Like quite a basic sort of, but essentially just keywords. And that's all it is. So like obviously they don't have the full rights. And actually what they do also have, and also none of the cars they do, apart from most of the cars they do, aren't ones that Lego have done. But apart from, they have got a DeLorean. I think they call it silver classic sports car or something, or silver retro sports car or something. It's just but it's a basic DeLorean, so there's no like bits on it. It's what like a DeLorean actually is meant to look like. If you play Forza Horizon 5 or Drive to San Francisco, you know what that looks like. So it hasn't got the big sort of thruster things at the back. You know, the wheels don't flip over or whatever. It's just a car. But then, as a separate purchase for another, like, say, €20. Oh, I should have my light. I should have my headlights on. Sorry, officer. But for like another few euro, you can buy all the stuff to stick onto it as like an extra. So you can buy like the Mr. Fusion thing, and the sort of extra bumper bits and all the wires and stuff. And they do the same for, you can also buy the Ecto 1 from it's Ghostbusters. But so you can get just the sort of station wagon car. I think they call it like retro ambulance or something like that. And actually, what is actually the Ecto 1 meant to be? I can't remember actually what it's actually like, what the model is. I want to say it's a Cadillac. It's like a Cadillac sort of like people carrier. It's like a Cadillac estate or something. You can buy that in like red and white, but then for an extra like extra 25, €30, you can bolt on like all the lights and the sirens that go on the top. You can buy it comes with proton packs and all the other sort of guff. It's all like an extra thing you sort of stick on. So like you're not doing the exact same thing, but they are, but they're in like weird little way, and it's sort of, you know, it's cute. And also, if you want lots of cool like Lego style big car, and they do lots of ones that are sort of like minifig scale. None of them have minifigs, but they have got like, you know, the minifig chairs and stuff as well. So it all looks like minifig scale. So if you want like a lots of quite cool looking normal style cars to fit in your sort of city for surprisingly cheap price, it's the way to go. Because like I like having lots of little real looking cars because I have a lot of Speed Champions things, but of course they're all quite big and fancy. So when I got that big Land Rover Defender, they also did to sort of come out with it, sort of a promotional item. Cock. How come I got killed for that one, not for the other one? It's Germans, man. Actually, I've already been fined for it. I'll just keep going. Solid. No one turn in, please. Thank you. In for a penny, in for a pound. But yeah. When they also, I think you can get a small one for like 15 quid. It's like a tiny like minifig scale Land Rover. It's like bright yellow. And also recently I bought the Ford Anglia from Harry Potter. And it's the only car, and it's also, the weird thing is, because, of course, in this Harry and Ron are kids, so they're tiny, they have the little legs, the car is the only car I've ever seen that's designed only to fit, essentially, children. So it hasn't got, like, proper seats. I mean, it's quite easy to modify to make it so regular minifigs can sit in it, but it's designed so they can sit in it, but no one else. It's quite weird. But it's quite a nice little car. You get, like, You get Ron and Harry. You get what's the mouse called? Scabbers. You get Hedwig. That's not the turn. Oh, they went into a train. The Back to the Future 3 myself. Actually, I wonder if you can actually sit in front of the train and get like destroyed. What happens if I just drove into the train? But is this gonna open? I need to go in here, please. I don't have it shut. Ooh. Fancy. Trailer damage. What? Oh, it's on their property. Right, so you can choose how you want to do it. So you can either park it properly yourself, or I like to do this one. So you get a little bit of extra XP, but like it's possible. So all I got to do is just park up. You can skip it if you think it's difficult, but why? Right, no, that's not the one. I like having this view helps with this. So you can line up properly. My phone is saying it's got 20% battery. Oh no, I care. Well, I do actually. Press T or Y, summon the controller, reset my camera, and I've done it! Excellent! Cool. Okay, where do they want to go? Oh, eco driving. Let's put more into. Actually, should I put one into these? Dynamite. I can transport ammunition. Let's do. What's this one? %3 higher reward for finishing an important delivery. Sometimes companies need to deliver something important quickly, so they call for a just-in-time job. Such work puts more stress on the driver, the delivery window is tighter, and the compensation eases your level of discomfort. A new rank in the skill. Actually, no, should I put it into that? Just to see what it's like. So the next one is some pet food from there to Rodham. No, let's not. Oh, I left my car. So I guess now if I just drive off, I leave the trailer behind. I think I'll do one more job and I might call it a night. Right, freight market. Actually, let's see if there's anything for the funky one. The funky one? Also, the train axles. No, from where I am, please. Says I can go. No, I don't know to Cambridge. I can go to Paris with some motor oil filters to Prague. Do you want to go to Prague? Or should we go? Let's go to Paris. Let's go to Paris. Actually, what like a nearby? What about Kiel? Where do they go? Innsbruck. Wow, that's 26,000. What was this one? Oh, that's 28,000. It's like a really expensive one there, but that's 36,000. What this one? Oh, right. Dortmund. So you only go from locations you've experienced. Things. That's 29,000 to Salzburg. Let's go from here. So let's go to Paris. Let's take 18 tons of motor oil to Paris. Isn't that what everyone wants to do at some point in their life? Actually, I've got bigger. I've got less of a turning circle because it's less car. Oh. That was very, very close. Okay, past the magic gate. You don't get these in England, I don't think, in this game. I think you can get closer. Oh no, train! Trains are cool. You get train. Are there trains in Forza Horizon 5? I can't remember. I know there's one. There's one in 4. You get the flying Scotsman. I'm really tempted to save and just park here and wait for a train to come, or if we get like annihilated. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that maybe at the end, if I see another train line. I'll save and I'll go have a look and see if I can like pump myself on the train line, because that might be funny. But yeah, we'll do this next. And we're coming with that lorry, but I'm already turning. Ooh. I don't know what. I think I'm in sort of both lanes right now. But it's fine. So it's over there. Is it on the inside or the outside? Oh, the inside one. Oh, the outside one is there. So I guess I want this one. So onto here. Up and round. There we go. Not 28. A bit more speed. No. 30? No. 30. Or 29, I'll do. I think I just went through a yellow light. I forgot. Yellow lights, amber lights are legal. That's fine. Just morally dubious. At best. Okay, back on the cruise control. Turn in here. Oh no. Yes. I mean, yes. Keep going. Green light. All right, Audi. This is a MIOU thing right now. Okay. Okay. I'm a great driver. Ooh, fire station. That truck doesn't looks too big for that spot. Just ever so slightly. Germany. So nice. In here. Oh, it's a truck stop. It's a truck dealer. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, straight on. It's like, no, took up my sat nav. Ooh, isn't it the train line? Tempted to wait. Actually, should we do it? No, no. It's a finale. It's a finale. We'll do it at the end, if I remember. Finale of the stream. Dramatic finale of the stream. So you got to hang around if you want to see the amazing feat of me getting murdered. Right now, turn. Very hard to drift a lorry. Ooh. Alright. Here you have deal. I don't want to go to Castle for six and a half grand. No! Motor oil. Offers expires in 10 hours, but I could get... Wait, I thought I could get more than that. It's 42 euros a mile. Easy. Oh, I gotta go to pick it up. Gotta pick it up. Just pump it up, man. Don't even need it. To you too. I just gonna go. Hooked. What the hell is it? What idiot decided to park this under a truck thing? Bloody Germans and their efficiency. Right. That way? Yes, that way. Use the mirrors. Use the mirrors. That's it. Yes. Right, we'll go around. I don't know what the high beams are, so I'm just a bit stuck about if I need high beams. It's not B, it's A. It's not A. I've done all the D-pad buttons, so I don't know what the I don't know what the high beams are. Is it L? K? Oh, K. K on my keyboard. K for high beams, right? If I need them, right? Oh, just put my actually, I might need them because it's getting dark, and I'm probably gonna get shouted at if I don't. Right, off I go. My 18 tons of what was it? Motor oil? Is that what it was? Yeah, 18 tons of motor oil. Fantastic. Right, oh, another gate. It's like a Scar Road door. Alright. Let's outrun the train! The train. It's fine. The danger was not real. It was superficial danger. Whoa! Ah! I need to stop by. Oh, look! I think there's a repair thing literally over the road. Okay, you're not moving, are you? You've got your hazards on. Okay. Oh, thank you for reversing, sir. I'm gonna go over here and repair my car. Thank you. That was convenient, wasn't it? See, I've definitely had accidents in more annoying places, like the middle of the countryside. Service, please. What's broken? Oh, they've... Wait, what? Auction? What? They've changed how they do it all. Oh. Oh, action. I thought it was an auction. What's broken? I want the engine work. Oh, let's do everything but the wheels. And yeah, everything else is broken. There you go. Tires can wear it. Oh, he's only like... Actually, hell, it's free. Oh no. It's an extra $200. €200, fine. I'm still over 80 grand, so... That's what, oh no, I'm not. I can't count either. Oh, there we go. Back. Alright, there we go. Nice and thick. Squeaky clean. Let's just turn around. Don't you dare shut on me. Thank you very much. See, a bit of conviction is all you need. Right, okay, no one's coming this way, so just sort of smooth right in, right. On the road again. Feels good to be on the road again. I think it's time for another drink. I just think that's one thing I did. I went through the whole last stream last week, and I didn't talk about the wait, why did I park it at a green light? About the Duck 2 trailer, because I don't know why, because it's awesome, and I'm hyped up to my nuts and beyond, because my nuts are only halfway up my body. No, I'm really quite excited. I mean, I'm definitely sure one of them's going to be a musical. I assume it's the one with the villain with the musical notes on their coat, and the one with the Beatles. But you know, it'll probably like all other gimmicky Doctor Who stories. It'll probably be one of the lower rated ones that will sort of be forgotten and lost to time. You know, like Sleep No More. I mean, who remembers that? And that was like the Paranormal Activity one. Actually, to be honest, the other gimmicky one was Eve of the Daleks, which did the time loop thing. But weirdly, and apparently that's the best rated Dalek story of the Whittaker era, according to the poll, which I completely disagree with. Actually, I think they got them all backwards. I personally think, well, I think if you go through just the Dalek stories, it's either the Daleks at the top. That came like, I think out of all of them, it came like 5th, and then it goes Revolution of the Daleks, which was the one with Captain Jack and all that sort of stuff, and then Resolution. And I just sort of swap Resolution and Eve of the Daleks. I think Eve of the Daleks was not very good. I did not enjoy it really very much. Really. It's probably my least favourite Dalek story. But apparently it was really good. I don't really know why. I don't know why they thought it was so good, because I did not enjoy it. And I thought they did too much with... I think... Because they wanted to do the gimmick. But they thought, no, we want to make it ours. We don't make it the way it's copying. Because And to be honest, Doctor Who's already technically done the time loop mechanic, not in the show per se, but they have done it in audio stories. There's an audio story with the Eighth Doctor, part of the Dark Eyes collection. I think it's Dark Eyes 4. I think it's the first episode of Dark Eyes 4. And it's a bit of it's sort of a spot, but that's quite an old series. And it's called A Life in the Day. But the interesting about it is that I've gone full Doctor Who waffle mode. This is awesome. The difference is with it is that it's from the characters in it, the Doctor and what's her name, Livchenka. The loop isn't from their perspective; it's from someone else's perspective, and they're part of the loop, essentially. So it's a regular time loop thing, but it's not from there. It's from a sort of regular person's perspective, if that makes any sense. I'm not letting you indicate. Okay, I am. Which is interesting. But that was like a proper loop, but you only ever see one loop, if that makes sense. And they do sort of break it, but it does sort of kill the poor man, and it's all a bit sad. No one's there, it's just the Mini. I saw the Mini go by, so it's completely fine. Whoa! What the hell was that? I think I caught the trailer on the thing there. Right, because it's like a maze to get out of this city. Hamburg is just a spiral. Bloody nightmare. Bloody nightmare. To get out of Hamburg. But yeah, it's not the first time Doctor Who as a whole has done it. There haven't been that many gimmicky ones. And the only thing with Sleep No, which is sort of the paranormal activity sort of thing with the fixed cameras and stuff, which I thought was really good. Like, it's not the scariest story in the world, but it has a sort of atmosphere, and I think it does it does what it does well. I think it fits. I think maybe it's just because it's Daleks. Maybe the time it would have worked if it was maybe a different sort of monster. Maybe. Because the whole like sleeping monster things, it all sort of fits with the story. Maybe that's what doesn't do it for me. I think the Daleks sort of fit. And also Time as Child thing I didn't really care about. I mean, what we've been given is quite interesting because you've got like people have already done like Fugitive Doctor comics. Whoa, that campaign was in a shift. There's plans of doing Fugitive Doctor audio stories as well. That's been in sort of limbo pretty much ever since the Fugitive Doctor was sort of like announced in the series. Ever since like she appeared, there's been like rumours that there's been like plans to make a series for her, along with also Sacha Dhawan's Master. But they've been in sort of limbo in production for ages. I'd be interested to see what they do with it. But it's a new sort of avenue. Yeah. And it brings those Morbius Doctor thing, the other people you see in Morbius, which I always assumed it was Morbius's incarnations. That was always my thing. Maybe that's what it was always meant to be, I don't know. Because I always assumed that was just Morbius's other bodies. I mean, I think the thing that throws it is because when those faces come up, Morbius then says, "How long have you lived?" But I sort of see it as, "How long have you lived? I've lived longer than you," because it shows more faces. Because it shows like 6 faces. And I think one of them was like the producer, Philip Hinchcliffe, the producer, the director, whatever. At the time, is one of them. But that was always my assumption. I always assumed that was just the that was Morbius saying like, "Oh, you've only had 4 incarnations. I've had like 6 or 7 or whatever, and I've lived longer than you, which means I have more wisdom or power." But he dies anyway. That's what I always assumed it was, because it was never explained. They never actually mentioned who those faces were. So that's what I always assumed. But now I guess they were arguably other division doctors. But to be honest, I don't really care, because now they've lobbed the fob watch into the TARDIS and the Doctor's not allowed to have access to it anymore. It's sort of just forgotten about, and we can sort of just move on with our lives. The only other thing they've sort of mentioned about that is, I never noticed until I first watched it, but in the Christmas special, the Doctor says, "Oh, I recently found out I was adopted." And that's the only other mention of it. And to us, it completely went over my head the first. I had to sort of I kind of found like a little like thread thing on a Discord where other people were watching it and like talking as they were watching it. And it wasn't until sort of that they sort of met someone saying like, "Oh, was that a reference to Timeless Children?" And I rewatched the story, and it was like, "Oh yeah, that is." And then see, it went completely over my head the first time. So like, it's just sort of like, because now it's it's a whole new showrun and stuff. It's just sort of be sort of swept under the rug. It might get winked at every now and again. I know things might reference it, but as a whole, I don't think it's really a thing to worry about, really. It's just one of those things, like when the 8th Doctor said he was half human. It's just one of those things that will get shrugged under the side. So it's one of those things that get just kind of pushed under the carpet and not really mentioned again. It's fine, Doctor Who's going to have that. It's a very long show that's had about 3 different sort of cancellations, you know? Because, so, like, you know, there's lots of sort of, like, untied sort of threads and stuff. And, I think that's one of the things that I think makes Doctor Who so interesting. It's full of all these weird little sort of undone threads. It's got a lot of, like, opportunity for sort of the community to sort of fill in their own gaps and stuff and make their own sort of theories and keep people talking about the show for even, like, old bits and stuff. Because there's loads of stuff that was in the original run of the show, the McCoy era. All this stuff that was probably all this mystery and stuff, like in Silver Nemesis there's a character, Lady Painful, who apparently has all these secrets about the Doctor and all this stuff. Like, she's just this regular, like, old-fashioned sort of like medieval sort of aristocrat, but she knows all this crap about like Rassilon and stuff, and she's like hinting at she'd have all these great secrets and stuff, but then she dies without telling anyone, so all the stuff sort of gets hidden with her. But there was all this mystery about the Doctor which we never sort of knew. And when the show ended then, they made a few books sort of linked to that sort of canon, that sort of like thread, which I think has sort of been decanonised, I think, now. I don't really... I mean, it was... Doctor Who, it's a weird thing, because it's this massive show, it's had all these years, and has all this different media, apart from the show, it's got audio stories, and comics and stuff, but there's no actual sort of link of what's actual canon. I think the main sort of rule of thumb is you have the show, and sort of everything else is sort of, you kind of acknowledge everything as canon until the show sort of says no, because they have no sort of communication with each other. Compared to like Star Wars, there is a degree of sort of communication between all the sort of I think also because it doesn't sort of like fall back on itself as much, like because Doctor Who, of course, is about time travel, it's gonna sort of tread over its own feet and stuff. But something like Star Wars doesn't really, because it's a sort of not linear, because of course they have stories from different time periods, but it's all sort of along one sort of long sort of main thread. So things can sort of stitch and weave into it in their own little ways, without sort of causing any problems. But Doctor Who, of course, does, because of course it keeps going back in on itself. Like a modern example of this would be the ending of series 12, where they go meet the Shelleys, and in the audio stories, there's a whole sort of collection of stories, about 3 or 4 stories, where the 8th Doctor goes travelling with Mary Shelley. And on her first trip in the TARDIS, they go to I think it's like 18th century Vienna, and they fight Cybermen. The story's called The Silver Turk. And of course, now we know that doesn't happen, because we now know, because of Haunting of the Diodati, the Doctor never went travelling with Mary Shelley, and she'd never seen Cybermen before. So that sort of instantly sort of threw it out the window, and that isn't canon anymore because of the thing. Maybe the show itself might make a little like way of like, you know, oh, they changed their timelines and stuff, and so the Doctor didn't actually end up travelling with Mary Shelley, or he wiped her memory, sort of like a Donna Noble sort of thing. There's a way sort of out of it to make it sort of recanonize it, sort of thing, if that makes sense. But at the moment, it's sort of been sort of retconned and pushed aside. Yeah, sort of like all the other stuff can stick on when it can, but as soon as the show does something, then all the other sort of media has to sort of like go, oh no, that didn't happen, because the show sort of takes the sort of centre stage and everything else sort of sticks on where it can, and then and then something gets shrugged off. I think that's sort of how it runs. That's why I think it runs in my head anyway. That might not make much sense, but it does to me. So. That's fine. Yeah, that poll was interesting. I always like flicking that poll. The one thing I like is if you look at the Sick Doctor stories on that poll, they have not changed for like at least like 10, 15, whatever years. Like, because they do a poll I think it's every 10 odd years. I think they did one in 2009. I think they did one in like 2013, 2014 as well. I want to say they did one. Yeah, I think they're sort of doing one like a new Doctor starts. So they did one in around when Smith started, around 2009, 2010. Then they did another one in sort of 2013, 2014, and then they did one now. So all the Rich Code Capaldi stuff has nothing sort of to compare to. But if you look at the Sick Doctor stuff, which had several, because these have gone back years. I think they had the first one was sort of in the 80s, and I think they had one in the 90s, maybe in the early 2000s. I think. Like maybe like 2000, and they had another 2009. So it sort of did an every sort of 10 years since sort of the 80s, I think. Sort of the 80s and 90s. And if you look at all the Colin ones, they have not changed. They have not changed for like ever. They've sort of stayed the same. Of yeah. What's always been at the top? I think what's always been at the top is what is the top story for Colin? I can't remember. Is it Attack of the Cybermen? I know Trial of Time was, because it's like, what, 7 stories? No, is it 11? I can't remember. No, yeah, it's 11 stories. It's 11 stories. I think Trial of Time has always sort of been sort of in the middle. I know the bottom one. Oh no, I think Trial of Time was one of the worst ones. I think the top ones are. I think it's Mark of the Rani. This not in this order. I think it's Revelation of the Daleks, Mark of the Rani, and I'd say probably Vengeance of Varos. They're like the top 3. Not in that order, but I know they're the top 3. I see any other lights. You? Oh, I do, but I'm speeding up, so sod you. You're having it last, it's your fault. Thank you. But yeah, I think the bottom 3, I think Attack of the Cybermen's down there, but I quite like Attack of the Cybermen. That's actually the first ever classic story I ever watched, was Attack of the Cybermen. I know Twin Dilemma's down there as well. And another one. What else is down there? I think it's Time Lash. Possibly. Yeah. I can't remember what the top 3s for the other ones were. Actually, I remember listening to a podcast talking about it, and I was actually guessing them before they said them. And I think I don't know if I got the orders right for most of them, but I got the episodes right. Like, I think for 4 it's just, I think City of Death was number 1, Genesis Nights was number 2, and Pyramids of Mars was number 3. And not only the bottom 3, I think the bottom one was Underworld, because even I forget that one. It's a very forgettable story. I did watch it the other day, and it's sort of interesting. I think the problem is it's sort of like it's the second to last episode of series 15, the last one being Measure of Time, and it's sort of a mix of Face of Evil meets the Sunmakers. Which is weird because both of those were also Leela stories, and Sunmakers is also in that series. I think that might be why it's not very popular. And also it's sort of all done on a green screen as well, so it looks quite visually it looks quite crap for Classic Who as well, which is sort of saying something. But yeah, it doesn't look very good, and it's sort of like the plot itself isn't bad. It's just a very similar plot was already done in that series and the series before, so it's just not very sort of it's not very unique, I think. It has an interesting concept, right? Because the alien sort of in it is the species called the Minyans. And what they are, they're this race, essentially, the Time Lords interacted with. And essentially they gave them lots of, they gave them lots of technology and sort of, lessons and stuff. And then they had a sort of big civil war and then blamed the Time Lords for it, or the gods they called them, and biffed them off the planet. And then that's how the Time Lords got their, sort of non-intervention rules, sort of like how Star Trek has their prime directive of not to interfere with lesser planets of lesser evolutionary sort of a thing. But the Time Lords, I guess, was sort of everything. Well, the prime directive, I think the prime directive just applies to species that have a lower technological, like a certain level of technological advancement. So sort of very primitive species who have no sort of concept of space travel and stuff. And people who still think like the Earth is flat, like the planet is flat, and all that sort of stuff. Very very low level sort of superstition. Yeah, and then because I saw an episode about that. That's one of the last episodes of Star Trek I watched. Actually, was one about that. I think it's like the third series, I think, and they go to a planet with these sort of like early evolutionary sort of like Vulcan-esque people. They've got like the eyebrow on the pointy ears, and like they're sort of like the hidden like Federation like research base gets exposed, and they all think they're gods, and they all start worshipping Picard. Instead, they all think he's like this great god, the great god, the Picard. Actually, there was a little YouTube short thing I saw about Star Trek. It was talking about how they have something called on the Enterprise. They have something called They have something called Captain Picard Day, and all the kids like in the school they all like draw pictures. And you keep forgetting that this great like exploration vessel, sort of the flagship of the Federation, has a school, a playroom, like families on board, and a room with puppies in it. I remember there's an episode where they have like little kiddies playing with puppies. And I always remember that when then say me and Alan playing Star Trek Armada 3, and he calls in the Enterprise to go battle a spin Borg cube, like level 10 Borg cube, and then they find the Enterprise head first with all the children on board and all the puppies to get assimilated and destroyed. Yeah. And I think I thought it was really dope. I was like, oh, they have a Picard Day. Like, I remember that definitely when they all get murdered by the Borg when I next play Star Trek Armada. Yeah, that really got me into RTSs. I really do enjoy that game. I played other RTS before. Like I played that. There's one called Red Dragon Rising. It was free on Epic Games once. It's sort of like a sort of Vietnam War era sort of thing. My phone's on 10% battery now. Yeah, sort of a Vietnam era, Vietnam War era, Cold War era. Sorry, RTS. That was sort of alright. We just sort of spam tanks with it. There's also Stellaris, and I don't know. I feel that I'd enjoy it better if I played it on my own. Really, I think it's not really. Yeah, I don't know. For like a multiplayer thing, I think it's a bit too slow for a multiplayer. Oh no, it's only got 2 speeds, hasn't it? It's that one and there's that one. I think to me, I don't know. It's a bit too. I don't know. It just doesn't click, but. Sense of Star Empire does. Maybe because it's like it's Star Trek stuff or Star Wars stuff. There's a Star Wars mod as well for it. I think it's called Sins of a Galactic Empire or something. Maybe it's because it's modded and it's stuff I recognise. But it's a bit more fascinating. This is a bit more fun. I like playing as the Klingons. That's the ones I like playing as because they have one of the first ships you get is something called a Brel frigate. It's sort of like a very basic sort of bird of prey sort of thing. But when you spawn one, when you build one. One of the Klingon voices goes Mev, and it's just I just find it really funny, and yeah. Also, you have all the quoting voices. Like it's fun, like quoting the voices. Like me and Anne will have conversations where it's nothing but us just saying the Star Trek lines. The Federation ones are quite boring. I think the Federation one I know is like bring up local Star Treks. So it's all quite boring stuff. The Klingons fun. The Romulan ones are quite fun because that's like it's better to live than to die or something. And there's the Cardassian ones. It's like glory to the founders or whatever. And Borg is sort of just there's some drony muttering. But the Klingon ones are fun. They're fun because they're thinking, what is it now? I should do this with my throat in the States in, but they are funny. They are fun. They are funny lines. Merv, you honor my house, etc. If I keep shouting these, this surely must summon Adam if I keep shouting these. It's like to talk to. I mean, Mohammed, as a plethora of conversation as he was, after about 3 comments, it got sort of dry, and no one else has commented anything else since. So, yeah, if we keep shouting Mev, what other ones are there? Is a Klingon can die but once. That's what I'll do. Next time I see him, I let him into my house, like for like a little when he comes over once. I think I shall say is, "You honor my house," and he'll probably say the same thing if I go to his house. That's what we should say. You don't get that with Stellaris. It's sort of just like lots of bloopy noises, depending on what the species is. The only good thing with Stellaris is I have mods that play like Doctor Who music. So I get like nice little, I guess I get nice Doctor Who ambience when I'm playing. It's the only good thing. Yeah. The Star Wars is weird because Star Wars now has lots of extra stuff that make you get more minerals. It goes a little bit faster. Like Star Trek Armada 3 has a perfect sort of pace. Ain't too fast, ain't too slow. How far have I got left to go? ETA is 9 o'clock. It was about 7 hours, 7 in-game hours, which is about, I want to say it's like 5-10 minutes to an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 3 seconds. Well, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. It's about 3 seconds per minute for a minute. So it's 3 times 60 is 180. So it's 180 seconds to an hour, which is about 3 minutes. No. 6 minutes. No. What? I've broken my brain. Medic. It's 180 seconds an hour. So an in-game hour is 3 minutes. Right? It's about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, alright, so yeah, it's about 3. I think it's 5 minutes. Is it 5? I think it's 5 minutes an hour. So that's 30 minutes. About half an hour. Half an hour of driving. How long have I been going on for? I've been going on for nearly 2 hours. So I started at 5 to 9. I started at. So I've been going for nearly an hour and a half. Or over an hour and a half. Yes. I think I have to put my phone on charge or something. 8%. When I get the 5% alert, I'll put it on charge. Yeah, I'm excited for Sunday's video. I didn't quite enjoy. I genuinely really enjoyed it, and I will actually play it again. Maybe that might be next week's stream. If I might put the VR on hold, and that might be next week's stream, because it was genuinely really good fun. I should start doing it. I should stream maybe on some of the games. Maybe I should stream what I played the week before, or maybe make them come out on the Saturday, and then I can play it on the Saturday night. Maybe I should do that. I might shift my upload so they come out on Saturday morning, and then I can play it the Saturday night if it's a game I want to play again, like this one. I will say I won't say any more apart from it's a simulator. That's what I will say. It is a simulator. Like this is a simulator. But that's all I'll say. It's relatively new. It's early access. It's about 11 quid if you want to go buy it. Apparently I crashed into someone. Sorry! Yeah, that's all I'll say. It's about, yeah. So if you want to go scour through Steam to try and see what goes to that sort of that fits that agenda, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna play tomorrow. That's what comes out. And yeah, it's really good fun. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed editing it as well. Yeah. It's about 20 minutes, like my average sort of video length. And oh my god! Oh, hard shoulder! Fine. It was a Golf. God, he's like right in the tailgate of the other car. Or bumper. Not tailgate, it's bumper. We don't say tailgate in this country, we say bumper. Do we? I think we say bumper. Or is tailgate a different thing? I don't remember. It's 4 AM. I keep remembering I have a whole week off tomorrow. Not a whole week off starts on Monday, I guess. I have no work. It's Easter holidays, so there's no uni or anything. Oh, week of pureness. Stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll make time for filming stuff, I don't know, but yeah, I'll try. Oh no, keep my waves going. plane. Look, it's like this torch makes it look like it's got like spears, like lancers, like a what you call it, like a horse. They go jousting. So I thought of knights, and I thought of the what are they called? What are the villains from Ben 10 that are knights? I can't remember what they're called. They had like laser lancers. That's what they were called. But I can't remember what the enemy. What was the actual sort of group called? So it wasn't like the round table thing. It had some quite weird name. But yeah, why isn't Ben 10 on anything? Like Ben 10, like Alien Force and stuff. Like it's on Amazon, but it's not available anymore. Maybe I actually need to use my VPN. Maybe it's in a different country, but in the UK it isn't accessible for some reason. And I want it because I'd rewatch all that. I mean, not the original series, not the original Ben 10. I sort of started halfway through that, but I remember watching the beginning of Alien Force. I actually remember when Ultimate Alien started, which was sort of the next one after it. Because all the sort of Ben 10 cinematic universe, it was the original Ben 10, then it was Alien Force when he was, because the original one was when he was 10. Then he was, I think he was like 14 in Alien Force, and by Ultimate Alien he was about 15, 16, possibly even 17. Because he got a car in it, didn't he? He had a car, he had like a sports car. I don't know how old he is in Omniverse, but that was sort of the next one in the series, and then they sort of did a remake of like the first Ben 10. But he's got all the aliens from the other ones. It's weird. I know, I never watched it. I didn't really like Omniverse. I didn't really like the art style of Omniverse. I didn't really like it. I wasn't a big fan of it. It was a bit too sort of stylized. It was a bit too sort of just weird. Everyone looked all sort of mad and quirky and strange. And I like the art style of the first one. They're all sort of like similar looking. And they all sort of fit, and it was just nice. But if I could find what country all of Alien Force and Ultimate Alien works on, I will watch it all straight through. Cause that was sort of like my. That was like the other thing I used to watch when I wasn't watching Clone Wars. Was Ben 10. What was the theme song? You had the dun of man and Mr. Ben and when it did. If I really, 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 really what it did. Really, really, really needs as cool as Ben 10 or whatever it was. But there weren't 10. I think he had the choice. I think I actually saw a wiki about this. I actually went on a wiki to find out this. Because I was like, I saw in the original Ben 10, he had more than 10 aliens. There were like 11 or 12. But in Alien Force, there were just 10. Could I name the 10 from Alien Force? Let's see. Because the first one we got was the fire ones. It was Swamp Fire. I did not count this on my hand. I guess I count this on my right hand. Because my left hand's steering. So there was Swamp Fire. There was Chroma Stone. Jet Ray. Big Chill. Spider Monkey. I'm in a thingy. I need to slow down. There was Echo Echo. Hold on. I took my hand off the steering wheel. Stay at 43. Okay, so it's Swamp Fire, Chroma Stone, Jet Ray, Big Chill, Spider Monkey, Echo Echo, Humongosaur. Was there like a fast one? Or was that Jet Ray? Was that like a speedy one? There was Alien X, Goop, and there was one more. Oh, it was the crab. Brainstorm, that was it. Because they're all the sort of similar ones at the Ben 10, because in the original Ben 10, they had grey matter, they had the smart one, which was grey matter. And then with this, they had Brainstorm. They had the sort of like weird like black and green one, who could sort of like take over like technology. I guess a similar sort of one was sort of Goop. Then you had sort of Chroma Stone, Diamond King, that was sort of similar. Swamp Fire and Heat Blast was similar. What was the similarity of like Wildman? I guess. Well, I guess sort of forearms of humongous. There was always like the big sort of strong one. There was always the brainy one, the small one, and then the fire one. But Swamp Fire also had like plants, didn't he? He had like seeds in his shoulders, and he could throw them to make stuff. But then ultimately they had ultimate forms. So there was Ultimate Swamp Fire, who was like a bit bigger and blue and could fire like grenades out of his hand. That was like he didn't fire flames. He had like grenades that came out of his shoulders, that came out of his arms. There was Ultimate Big Chill, who was just red and had like fire ice, which makes the molten ice stuff about the dark zone more scientifically feasible. I think there was Ultimate Echo, who was just taller. He wasn't like 4 foot. He was like 6 foot. There was Ultimate Spider Monkey, who was sort of like he was sort of a bit like a if like other arachnos made love to a gorilla. That's what he looked like. There was Ultimate Cannonball, wasn't there? Because in Ultimate Alien, I think in late Alien Force and Ultimate Alien they brought back some of the older aliens from the original series. Like they brought back like Heat Blast and whatnot. And I forgot the whole like secret, sort of their version of Men in Black. They were called plumbers. I sort of forgot that they were called plumbers. So watching like compilations on YouTube, so it's like I want to find stuff about this, and I'm learning all these old terms and stuff. Like there was the DN aliens, wasn't that what they were called? There was the DN aliens and the sort of knights, but I can't remember what the knights were called. They were sort of the two big sort of main villains of the show. I remember there was an episode where they called Ben in. It was like, oh, we want to make like a video game about you. And then they programmed, but there was a front, and they programmed the stuff, like the moves from the video game, into a robot that would fight him. So you had to sort of try and use moves that you didn't use in the game to sort of fight. It was sort of quite an interesting sort of episode. It was quite fun. That was very interesting. The more I saw the background, I was like, oh, this is actually quite interesting for like a kids show, you know. So I guess a lot of kids shows sort of have that in the more sort of 21st century. They have the sort of thing you kind of look back at. I was like, wow, he was sort of teaching more stuff than you sort of realise. It's a bit more of a sort of nowadays because sort of some kids shows are kind of catered to more grown up people sort of watch them. Things like sort of Steven Universe and Adventure Time, where it has a high level sort of a more older audience. I go back into France. Oh, are we now in France? We were in France ages ago. The border was in Liège. Okay, so I don't think I've not actually been. Oh, I'm outside Paris. It's not actually in Paris. Who thought there's like IKEA in the middle of Paris? Alright, I need to put my phone on charge actually, because my phone's it's on flat. Talk amongst yourselves while I put my phone on charge. I think I've had a lot of viewers, but not a lot of concurrent viewers, I think, with this one. I've had a lot of people sort of drop in and out, seeing what's going on. Ooh, that's not the microphone. So, I'm interested to see what the stats are for this one. So there was a point where I had like 5 viewers and stuff. I haven't had many concurrent ones apart from me. But it's just so I know what the stats are. Because I haven't got a different, like, view. I haven't got like another screen. I should get another screen. My computer can theoretically go on, because I don't want my computer to go on the floor is all. But no, it can, because the problem is, because the ones you can't put on the floor are the ones that haven't got like feet and have like have like a fan underneath, and like also if you go on the carpet, sort of the heat can't escape properly, and your computer overheats. But mine's got legs and proper like kind of underflow, so it can theoretically go on the floor. I think also so like, you know, if it hits the carpet, it can sort of like short circuit on the carpet or something. But it's got feet. So it can go on the carpet and it won't like overheat, it won't explode or anything. So like I could in theory do that, but I'm just too scared to. What I should do is put it on something on the floor, like get like a little bit of cardboard or something, or like prop it up on something, so it's not touching the floor, but it's on the ground. Problem is where it would go, which is sort of between the desk and the door. There is currently an AT-AT Walker there, sort of sat there guarding. So I'd have to find another place to put him, which is the same because he's quite cute. You used to sit like at the end of my bed and sort of in the way of the window. So he's sort of like on one side, like kind of all like sort of sun bleached, like it's all sort of yellowy on one. It's like the ones from Hoth. So one side it's all like clean and white, and the other side it's all sort of yellowy. It's all sort of yellowy and weird. It's like it's been smoking. Does it matter when I go in? I'll go in this one. Wait, do I actually have to pay the toll? Oh, look, crashing the explosives. I actually have to go pay a toll. Can I see Mrs. Moore from Doctor Who and just like shout at her and say, oh, I'm having a baby? That's a Gavin and Stacey reference. But I sort of threw it by the fact that I was wait, I was actually cost anything. Yeah. Because yeah, the scene where they do that, where they have the thing with the toll booth in Wales and Gavin and Stacey, when that's when Smithy, that's when the baby's born, isn't it? It's when Smithy's and what's the name's child? Is it Nessa? Ruth Jones, isn't it? It's when their kid's born. They have to go through the toll booth, and the woman who works in the toll booth is the woman who plays Mrs. Moore in Doctor Who in Rise of the Cybermen. It's not Mrs. Moore. I got it from a book. I can't remember what her real name is. I'll say it's Jacqueline. That's Jackie Tyler. Best character in all of the Tennant era is apart from that isn't Donna Noble's Jackie Tyler. Changed my mind. So you can't. She's brilliant. Jackie Tyler is the best. Like she's the best parent that isn't Wilf. She's the best female parent in Doctor Who, because the male one, of course, that's Wilfred Mott. That's the grandparent, but apart from Wilfred Mott, she's the best Doctor Who parent. A close third, I would say, is the grandmother from the new series. What's her name? Cherry something. Cherry Sunday. Like a tasty treat. I can't do the accent. I get. Why don't I do that? I'm gonna get cancelled for that. But no. She's pretty cool. Because the whole world is sort of breaking up around her. Like all this crap's going down. She just wants a cup of tea. My guy, she just wants a cup of tea. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. She's a relatable character. But no, I love her. She's brilliant. I think, is she in the new series? I know the mum is. The mum was all right, I guess. Sort of run of the mill, like, you know, nothing wrong, nothing bad. All the views ones I was talking about Doctor Who, the new series. I do genuinely like it. I do generally like the Christmas special. I wouldn't say it's a good one to start with. If you sort of just started watching Doctor Who, I wouldn't recommend starting. I'd say if you want to start watching Doctor Who, go back to like Rose, or maybe if you're a bit more impatient, start with 11th Hour. I was like, some people said start with the pilot, like series 10. I sort of get that, but then you got all the stuff with Missy. So I'd probably, because you can't really start with Deep Breath because you got Clara. I guess you could also start with Woman Who Fell to Earth, but to be honest, it's not the best start because it isn't very good. I mean, it's decent because I quite like Woman Who Fell to Earth. It's one of the better stories for me of the Jodie era. That's one of the more better ones. But I'm now going about 40 on a motorway. But it's not the worst story, but it's probably not the best one if you want to start with. If you want like a strong start to really get you hooked, I'd say go back to series 1, go back to Rose, and watch from there. That's what I'd say. Or maybe 11th Hour. That's what I'd say. Rose or 11th Hour, it would be good places to start. I guess because of if the Sit Down Anniversary specials didn't exist, I'd say you would start with that. But if you want to sort of know all that stuff, I'd say you've got to go back to sort of the beginning, because you can't go back to because if you go back to say Partners in Crime or Runaway Bride, then you have all the stuff with Rose, and you have to go further back. So you might as well start with Rose, really, just so you get sort of the whole sort of thing. If Tennant and Donna didn't come back for the 60th anniversary, then I'd say it's easier to start with 11th Hour because you don't miss them. I mean, sure, they do sort of recap it in the show, in the beginning of the Star Beast. They do sort of recap that section of the story of the canons. You do sort of understand it, but I would say go back to Rose so you get the whole sort of story. It's like you go back one point and that sort of links to another point. You sort of got to keep going back. So I'd say it's easier to start with Rose, because the great thing about one of the things I love about Doctor Who, and like pretty much anyone you ask who like says like, oh, where should I start? Very few people ever say, depending if you know they like really old telly, very rarely they'll say go watch it from the very beginning, like go back to the 60s. Very few people that I know would say that. Especially like if you go all the way back to the 60s. Maybe you could start maybe with the 4th Doctor, maybe, or maybe Pertwee maybe would be a good place to start. Because you can't really start with 4 because a good one to start with are when the companions don't carry over, but with a lot of the classic series, the companions carry over. Because when 3 regenerates into 4, you got Sarah, and you got something with Logopolis with 4 because you get Adric and Nyssa and Tegan. That's all. I can't technically the only one there was Adric. I mean, Nyssa was in like one of the story. And same with the 5th Doctor and the 6th Doctor. You got Perry there. like, and say, I think the third Doctor's Regeneration. The third Doctor's Regeneration is the only one where the companion doesn't carry over. Because 1 to 2 was Ben and Polly, 3 to 4 was Sarah Jane, 4 to 5 was Adric, Nyssa, and Tegan. 5 to, I mean, technically that was Tegan's first story, technically. 5 to 6 was Perry, 6 to 7 was Mel. I guess also 7 to 8, I guess, no one was left 7 to 8. But yeah, apart from, yeah, so 2 to 3 and 7 to 8 are the only classic regenerations where the companion doesn't carry over. So I guess if you sort of know, or have sort of like know they'll sort of stick with it, maybe you could start with, say, Spearhead. When I first got BritBox, I went through all Classic Who. I started with them. Spearhead. If I didn't, I think I'm planning to do another really big watch. Like watch like everything. I think I might go back to an Earthly Child and start from the very beginning. If I ever do my next watch through, I don't know when I'm going to do that. But if I ever did do it again, I would go from the very beginning. I might do that with them because for a while we had this little film club thing. We watched like a random episode every week. But I sort of got fed up of sort of explaining like the gap in the canon, saying that this happened just before this, and like we've seen what happened before this. We saw it like about 3 weeks ago. I think if we ever do it again, I might start from the very beginning. I mean, we have already together seen the Dark and Unearthly Child. You can't get Unearthly Child on iPlayer because of reasons. And we've already seen the Dark and Callan. Maybe we'd start with Edge of Destruction. I don't think we've already seen Edge of Destruction. It's not linked to the Daleks. We've already started with what's next one? I think the next one's Keys of Marinus, isn't it? Or was it Reign of Terror? No, Reign of Terror is the last one. I think it's Keys of Marinus, the Sensorites, and Reign of Terror. Because you can't get Marco Polo, can you? And that's no. The Marco Polo was after. Marco Polo was between Edge Destruction and Marinus, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't like Keys of Marinus. Keys of Marinus is not a very good story. It's a bit just sort of boring. It's sort of trying to do like it's sort of like a Keys time thing. So it's like every episode is like a different adventure, but it's essentially a 25 minutes. So essentially it's like 4 or 6 25-minute episodes, like separate stories with a very loose sort of connections. It's not very good. Is that another toll booth? Am I going in a loop? I haven't like gone the wrong way and gone in a loop, have I? Because there's a toll booth here, wasn't there? Yeah, look, that one, that's a toll booth. Why is there a toll booth? It's just road. There's nothing between these 2 points. God, there's a toll booth at like every city in France. There's Metz. There's like 2 along here. Jesus, why are there so many toll booths in France? Alright, let's see if it doesn't actually take any money out of me. So it's 78272. 78272. Oh, because I got the ticket the first point, and I actually pay it. Because I think I had a money noise at the first one. That's weird. I don't know why they have that. It's strange. But yeah, that's what I might do that at some point. Maybe we'll just go from the very beginning. I guess I can watch Unearthly Child on BritBox. I have also got BritBox. Yeah, I don't really need BritBox anymore because I have because of all Doctors and iPlayer. But I like watching all the else. I like watching all the old comedies and stuff. Like Only Fools and Horses and Good Life and. Is Only Fools and Horses on iPlayer? I know Porridge is, I think. Hey, do you know the thing I watched the other night? I watched Dune, the new one, the first one, the first new one, not the original Dune with Sting in it. Though I have seen that, but I remember very little. I don't think I really enjoyed it, but I did enjoy this new one. I am intrigued to watch. I can't watch it in the cinema because they're like 2.5 hours long. And I can't watch a film that long in a cinema. I will get bored. I would fall asleep. Yeah, it does feel like part 1. Like they must have been quite ambitious, like making sure because it is good. It is very good. All the actors are very nice. It's got lots of actors I like. Because who's the main kid? I do love how the main kid's name is he's called Paul. It's just Paul. I do like it when all these like fantastic superpower characters have these quite boring names. You know, Paul, Luke. Technically, Neo in Matrix said he's actually just called Tom. Thomas Anderson, so he's just called Tom. You know, Star Wars, you got Luke. His name's just Luke. I mean, Anakin. That's a bit more kind of dramatic, isn't it? Or Frodo Baggins. But like, it's a really sort of bland name. You know, because you also had Sam in Lord of the Rings, and you just had Sam, Luke, Paul, Tom. It's just sort of I don't know. Doesn't take it away anything, but it's just funny. But in that they just shout Paul dramatically. It's like Paul. At that point, it's just Paul. My name's Paul. And had who else was in it? Had Jason Momoa in it. He was cool. Had the king or whatever. He was called I don't know his name. But it's Poe Dameron or Moon Knight. He was Moon Knight, wasn't he? Yeah. And he was good at both of those. Oh, don't hit the. Wait, what car is that? Is that a Ford? I think it's a Ford. It's like an EcoSport or something. Yeah, all the action stuff were good. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know why they all have swords. I don't know why they have like sort of spaceships and stuff, and they've like colonized a whole like other planets and crap. But they still have swords. Is it like an honor thing? But some of them have got guns. They have those like sort of like dart guns because they have the shields. They sort of work how like Droideka shields work. Like you have to have the right sort of speed. If it's too fast or too slow. Oh, that's not a crash. That was a bump. Shut your face, you poissy. I guess that means dock because poisse. Actually, no, pois like P-O-I-S. That's peas, isn't it? And then poisson is fish. Cock. Well, why was he stop in the middle of the road for? That's a him problem. I use a lot of fuel. I need to get a bit more fuel. Yeah, that's I pretty much used that whole tank because that's about the same amount I had when I stopped. When I finished. When I started, sorry. Let's go with. I'll try and get to about 800. That'll do. 433 litre, though. Back up to half tank. There we go. Off on the road again. Oh no. Are there any trains around here? Because I'm not travelling all the way back. If there's no trains here, I might not do it. I know I said I was going to do the thing with the trains, but if there's no trains here, I'm not driving all the way so much on the whim that there's a train. Straight on. Oh, gendarme. Paris! I've discovered Paris! I bet it looks just like Paris, doesn't it? I don't think it looks like Paris. Yeah, you got the Eiffel Tower in it. There's a few little like cottages and stuff there. Sort of rural. Let's have a look. Right, I'm having a sort of a look as we drive by. This looks little. Not even an Eiffel Tower. There's some like apartment buildings or some sort of university building. Ow! I hit a fence. Ow! So we don't drive in third person, kids. This is why God put us in the first person, so we don't crash. That's what the baby Jesus would have wanted. But baby Jesus didn't want us to crash. Alright, well. Cut! YOLO! Oh, there's no trains here. Oh well. No, so much for the fancy train ending, guys. Sorry about that. If anyone's here, actually, that remembered when I said that. Maybe no one's here. Then shh, I got away with it. Shh, don't tell anyone. Shh. Here we are. Our final stop for the day. Past this massive. Oh god, it's a Peugeot dealership. Oh look, the things on it. What have they got? No, there's Peugeot, Citroen, the DS, Opel, which is Opel and Vauxhall. On Opel and Vauxhall, sort of the same thing. Like Opel's like sort of the one you get in America. You get like Opel, like VXRs or whatnot, or Astras. There we go, another successful journey. Consumed 376.1 litres of fuel. I don't know what my MPG is in this car. Ooh, ah. Alright, I think I'll leave it there. I think that's a successful drive, in my opinion. Oh, there's my guy. I forgot that's my guy. That fantastic moustache. Look at that. Actually, there was for another thing. There's a new Ewan McGregor film come out, isn't there? Called A Gentleman in Moscow. I think it's something to do with the Russian Revolution. And I saw the title, the headline for the Guardian review of it. I think they give it 4 stars. It says, Ewan McGregor is as fabulous as his moustache is outrageous, or something like that. And I saw the poster of it on the side of a bus. I just saw Ewan McGregor's face, and my brain just immediately went, "Hello there." because that's what I've trained my brain to do, to be stupid. But yeah, there we go. That's it. That's it for today. Not what I'll do, but also I enjoyed it. I do enjoy a bit of Euro Truck. It's a very good sort of chilled streaming thing. You know, it's not very easy sort of to do. But I had a good bit of fun there. I enjoyed that. I need to play this game more often. I keep sort of forgetting about it. I think I'll save it. New save. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm probably going to have to, I don't know, do some stuff. Everyone's left. It's just me now. And, yes. Goodbye.